I know what you must be thinking off the back of yesterday's revelation that I'm going to try and re-kit out the garage to make it more appropriate for streaming, especially because the pile's even bigger. I mean, that pile is getting ridiculous now, and I've asked for more. And to make matters worse, I've been locked out of the system for the weekend. So I'm not going to be able to do any of it until Monday, which kind of scuppers my plans to be doing that. What it does mean is I can go to my backup plan, which means you're not going to miss out on any gaming content next weekend when I'm at Comic-Con, because I was a little bit worried that I just wasn't going to get a chance to get ahead. I was going to spend all weekend messing around doing that marking, which I say messing around, it would earn me money, a significant chunk of money, but it would mean I wouldn't be able to do what I normally do before a convention or a weekend away, and that's stack up a whole load of Football Manager content. I can now do that. And I think what the plan at the moment is I'm going to try and stack up for 2 videos a day, Football Manager and FIFA. I think we're going to try and focus in a little bit on the stuff that's popular on the channel, and by far and away the stuff that gets the most views is Football Manager 17, FIFA 17. Total Extreme Wrestling, I love it, but I'm so annoyed that I've lost another save, and until I can have it proven to me by somebody that that's a stable system, that's gone, at least until the summer when I can spend a little bit more time on it. But I think I can produce Football Manager 17, FIFA content every single day by continuing on New to Legend, by continuing the Sugar Daddy thing once a week, by continuing the Football Manager history thing once a week, and also continuing the journey, but not every day. The journey will be maybe 2 or 3 episodes a week like it is now, and then slotting in something different on FIFA for the remaining 2 or 3 slots that were previously used by Fallout, by Prey, by What Remains of Edith Finch, by Total Extreme Wrestling. There's slots to be had. So please use the comments of today's video. Let me know what you'd like to see me doing on FIFA. I've tried to do career mode before. It was rubbish because I'm rubbish, but if that's okay, if you can handle watching someone who's rubbish be rubbish, then I'm really happy to do it. I enjoy doing it, it's fine. I've never played Ultimate Team and I don't really know how. So I don't know if you'd be interested in seeing a Kev Tries to Figure Out Ultimate Team series, or if there's something else you want to see me doing on FIFA. I'm toying with the idea of trying to do some interviews through the method of FIFA at some point. It's not going to be something I can do until the summer, but I own FIFA on every platform it's on, somehow. I say I own it on Xbox. I've got the EA Access 10-hour trial, but I've not used it at all. So I already own it on PC and PS4. I've got 10 hours of time on Xbox. So pretty much anyone who has FIFA, I could interview whilst playing the game with them and make that into a video, maybe. Let them beat me while I berate them with questions. That's the plan. But what I was trying to say is I know that anyone who thinks I'm insane for trying to turn this into a streaming area, for ordering their Stream Deck, I think it's called, the new little Elgato thing to make Twitch all that easier. That comes tomorrow, very excited. Look, expect a comprehensive review of it. I'm not even going to be able to stream. I'm still not allowed to stream. I might stream for like 10 minutes over the weekend just to try out the new toy, so that I can do a video explaining the new toy. But when I do, I'll have to turn comments and donations off, because they're the things that got me into trouble with work. So it will literally just be me streaming something just to see what pressing the different buttons on this thing does. So I wouldn't even bother watching. It's not going to be, I'm probably not going to be playing a game. It will just be the Football Manager screen on there with me pressing different buttons. But worry not that I'm taking on more than I can chew. The Twitch stuff isn't something that I'm planning to do until the summer. And every time I say I'm going to layer something on, oh, Kev wants to be a vlogger and an educational YouTuber and a gaming YouTuber and a videographer and now a Twitch streamer, and he wants to write books and he's going to do loads of exam marking and he's going to all these other things that I've probably come up with. I have a almost graphical representation of why it's fine. Kev's got it all in hand. Don't worry. Look, I've drawn pictures. I can't show you them on that screen because they won't show up properly, but worry not. Again, for I have alternative camera to just talk you through what I've been doing on this piece of paper. So I have, and this is as good as my drawing gets, so apologies that it is terrible. But what we've got here is how my life is at the moment, and has been since I started YouTube about 18 months ago. So I've got the 7 days of the week across the top there. I've got the hours between 6 AM and 1 AM because I'm active in all those hours. So Yeah, I don't sleep much at the moment. As you can see, this massive block of work is taking up rather a lot of time at the moment. And in addition to work as a teacher, I also have all the nonsense I have to do in the morning, like showering and ironing and eating breakfast and driving to work. Then I have to drive home and do washing up and eating and cooking and more driving to get home again. And then my real job starts about 8 o'clock every night. I come out here. It is currently 8:26 as your proof that I come out here. There you go, you can see I've hit my steps target for today as well. There you go, steps target met. So about 8 o'clock I head out to here and I then work until I'm done. And I do that not just 5 days a week, I do that all 7 days of the week. And that would be usually, I'm recording videos between about 8 o'clock and maybe 9:30, recording the vlog, recording 1 or 2 gaming videos, always a Football Manager video, sometimes, most of the time, something else as well. Fridays I do the podcast, so I have to kind of do extra videos in the week to account for that. Still have to fit the vlog in somewhere, and then as soon as I'm done, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I come into the house. I have to edit whatever videos need to be out the next day and try and get ahead on any of the others. They have to be rendered, they have to be uploaded, they have to be scheduled. Sometimes it goes wrong, like it did this morning. It went really, really wrong. I should probably explain that. The Football Manager video I edited last night, I was so tired when I did it, I forgot to turn the green screen thing on properly. So it got onto Patreon. Good job I used Patreon to give early access to these, because it went onto Patreon and straight away I got a message saying, Kev, this is just you in front of a green screen. So I had to re-edit, re-render, and it ended up being released late because I forgot to schedule it. So the Football Manager video today was about 10 minutes late. To anyone who's not a patron, it didn't look like a disaster, but it was a bit of a mess when it was just me in front of a green screen. Also in this time, I have to actually play Football Manager, because it's not as simple as just sitting down when I want to record, that's it, no more thinking about Football Manager. I only record every 4 to 5 games, so I have to play those bits in between every night. That's about an hour to an hour and a half of game time every night that I have to do every day. Oh, poor Kev, he has to play a game every day, a game he really loves. Yeah, but I absolutely have to do it every day, 7 days a week, no negotiation. And then we get into the weekend. Saturday mornings, as you'll know if you follow me on Twitter, Saturday mornings I sleep in until Anna starts throwing things at me. I don't do it deliberately. Every week I plan to get up early. I plan to get up early tomorrow. I'll sleep in tomorrow. But I'll then edit whatever videos I didn't get edited the night before, because of the fact the podcast is there. Usually I get the vlog edited, but the gaming videos won't be edited because I haven't had any time in that area of time to do it. So I do that here, whilst also editing and releasing the podcast. And then Saturday afternoon and all day Sundays generally are free for family time, although what that usually means is if the girls are here we'll do family things, but on the weekends they're not here, like this weekend, I'll often try and stack up a load of videos for the week, the gaming ones, so that I don't have as much to do in the evenings and try and free up some free time. It never really works out, but I try it every time. You've already heard me today explaining how I'm going to try and do it this week. As you can see, I also have to fit in pesky things like meal times, and the evenings are the same. Even at the weekend, it's record videos, edit videos, go to bed sometime between 12 and 1. I added up what all that means, and it was ridiculous. I'm working as a teacher for 40 hours a week. There's another 10 hours of work-related stuff. Class hours work if you want, class is not if you want. I'm including stuff like getting up early, moping around because I'm up so early, having a shower, having breakfast, driving to and from work. That adds up to about another 10 hours a week. You might not want to include that in the final total. It doesn't make much difference if you don't include it. I'm then working as a YouTuber for another 40 hours or so, if we include the Football Manager time, which you have to, because I have to play it to be able to do that. I do have a non-YouTube save that doesn't ever see the light of day. That's when I play it for recreation, when 40 hours a week just isn't enough. So I do that for another 40 hours or so a week. The podcast is about 4 hours once you factor in recording it and editing it. So my total work time, if you include all of that, is 94 hours a week. It would be 84 if we took that part out of the equation. But the reason I've left it in is because when I leave work, most of that goes away. I'll still shower sometimes, but all the rest of it I don't have to do anymore. No more ironing, no more commuting. 94 hours a week works out at 13 and a half hours a day, 7 days a week. And I've been doing that every day for the last 18 months. That's why I'm tired. That's why I don't have time to exercise. That's why I don't have time to look after my health properly. I'm so tired. But the new plan, the reason we can fit Twitch in is because under the new system, I think everything fits. Because this is all based on, if we start down here actually, on the new plan, we don't have work as a teacher, we don't have the work related stuff. If I allow 50 hours a week for work as a YouTuber or for a streamer, all the other stuff I want to do, that's still practically halving what I do now. It means I can squash all the work into just Monday to Friday, I'll get my weekends back, I'll be down to less than 10 hours a day of working on just 5 days a week, rather than 13 and a half hours 7 days a week. I'll rediscover stuff like exercise, relaxation, family time, just sitting. It will be glorious. And I think the week will look a little bit like this. And this includes streaming and writing. So I'll still get up at 6 in the morning, but rather than chasing around doing all the stuff I do, I'll be exercising. Sometimes I'll go for a walk. You've heard that before. Sometimes I'll do DDP yoga. You've heard that before too. I'll figure something out. If I've not got to force breakfast down my neck, have a shower, have breakfast in that time, I then have an hour free to do extra stuff, and that's fine. Because then between 7 and 9, it's just going to be a nice relaxed start to the day, getting all the kids off to where they've got to be. That may or may not involve driving Andy to school. We'll have to see how things turn out with that. If it does involve that, the times shift around slightly, but the actual total time is still fine. And also, I'll use that time to just sort of slowly, casually wake up, get ready for the day, check my emails, the social media, YouTube comments, all that stuff, and it will be fine. Then, 9 o'clock in the morning, I come out and sit at the new desk, not this desk. You should meet the new desk tomorrow. And I will write solidly for 2 hours. Between 9 and 11, I'm going to be writing every single day. I need to find something to write, but goodness me, am I going to write. And then straight after that, get into recording as a minimum that day's Football Manager video before lunch. The reason it's set up like this, I am at my best in the morning, so I want to do the most creative, most important parts of my work in the morning. Writing pays more than YouTube, at least at the moment, so that comes first. And it's also the most difficult, so I need to be at my absolute best for that. Football Manager is my bread and butter on YouTube, so that has to take priority as well. I then get a nice relaxed lunch, maybe take Dave for a walk at lunchtime. And then I've got 1 till 5-ish, times when I previously was at work, where I can do all the other bits. So I can make extra YouTube videos, I can do more gaming stuff, I can do the educational stuff, I can record and edit fancy adventure stuff for the vlog, I can do little bits of videography. I can edit books, I can go on adventures, there's loads of stuff I can fit in there and call it work. But at 5 o'clock, free time begins every single day through till 8, and during free time I can play games, I can do my Football Manager in there somewhere. I could take a nap, I don't even know what that says, eating probably. Adventures, family time, just free time, it's going to be awesome. 8 till 9, I am still going to do a little bit of work in the evenings because that's the time Anna's taking Andy to bed anyway, so she's upstairs for an hour or so getting him bathed and ready for bed. So that's the time where I can sit back at the desk finishing editing the vlog, because most of the vlog editing is going to be done in here. Anything that's happened in this part of the day that is vlog worthy will go into the vlog in here. The only stuff that will need to be edited in at this point is anything that happened in this slot of time. Edit those in, get it rendered, get it scheduled for the next morning, and then by 9 o'clock my evening is my own, and I can even, within that 50-hour total, fit in 2 or 3 Twitch streams a week for a couple of hours, and the podcast, and have my weekends completely to myself for the first time in 18 months. I know I've talked for a long time there, and I know this is another one of those Kev just throwing numbers and dates and times at you like I did a little bit earlier in the week, but we are getting to the point now, there's 39 days left at work. We're getting to the point where I really need to start thinking about this stuff. I need to start having a plan in place for how I'm going to make this work. And I think it works like that and allows me to do everything I want to be doing. Obviously there needs to be some flexibility to it. There'll be days when I need to go out and shoot a video for someone, and that's when having that block of time in the afternoon where I can stack up videos comes in, because there'll be some days where I'll be out in the morning, I won't get to write, I won't get to record that day's Football Manager video. The vlog will be much better on those days, but there needs to be videos to just slot in on the gaming channel so we never miss a beat. I'm never going to record at weekends, he says now. So there needs to be stuff ready to slot into the weekends that I record during the week. When I go to conventions and expos and other stuff like that, there always needs to be content ready to come out. I don't want to be having the last minute rush, because this time next week, we're not doing the podcast next week, because I know next Friday night will be me up until about 11 o'clock, even though we're on an early train the next morning, desperately scheduling the last video that comes out on Sunday, because I won't have time to do it otherwise. And it's just always the way. And slowly but surely, I can see some light at the end of that tunnel and we're moving away from it. Don't get me wrong, I love all this stuff. If we look at that original plan, the bit that I don't enjoy, the bit that needed eliminating, that's the bit that's going. All the other stuff, I force myself into doing for that huge quantity of time every day because I love doing it. And I'm going to be able to continue doing it with the same intensity, the same passion I've got now, but I'll rediscover relaxation, exercise, health, and sleeping for like 8 hours a night. That'll be a real novelty.